Uh, Welcome. It is Wednesday evening, and I just can't. I can't wait to do this. Welcome to Freakyville. Tonight, I've seen over the past few days with this whole Donald Trump and the abortion issues and his stance on pro-life, versus pro-choice, and everybody else's stances on this. I know everybody thinks the world's coming to an end. I was just watching a video how I think it was the GQ editor or something was calling for his resignation after the 5 days in office. I think he's doing some great things. He's going to put people back to work. He's going to keep manufacturing in the country, but that's not really what we're here to talk about tonight. We all know that, and that's over and over again. There's fights on this all the time on Facebook. Facebook and Twitter, I think, are the most divided places on earth right now. Worse than ever. There's always been discussions. There's always been, I know, you don't know. My opinions are better than yours. You need to listen to me, not them. And of course, the very tolerant left that loves inclusivity, loves open-mindedness, unless your opinion differs from them. So what we're going to talk about right now is this meme that's been going around about the abortion issues. And it's a guy standing in front of a crowd of people, and he asks, who is against abortion? And the entire crowd raises their hands. Obviously, they're assuming Republican. Then he asks who wants to adopt, and everybody lowers their hands and looks down. Well, again, I'm not here to talk about what's right or wrong, whether pro-life is right or pro-choice is right. I'm here to discuss that asinine statement. That I don't get it. Okay, so let's, for example, if I'm against abortion and you have a child and the child comes into the earth, you don't want the child. You're saying, I don't want to adopt them. So you're targeting Republicans with this. Really? Do you realize what the hell you're saying? Do you really realize what you're doing? Let's step back for a second and take abortion out of the issue. You have kids. And first of all, with this adoption thing, I know a lot of people that want to adopt. I want to adopt. But they say there's so many kids out there to adopt, but they're not available to be adopted. And let me kind of explain why. We're foster parents. And I know foster parents. A lot of my friends are foster parents. And I've made some really good friends that are also foster parents. And our end game as a foster parent is adoption. We came into this wanting to adopt a boy. So we've currently have 4 foster children. And I know people with 4, people that have adopted numerous ones. I know an awesome woman who adopted a couple kids from Haiti. And that wasn't easy from the stories she tells me. And God bless her heart for doing that. She's awesome. I mean, God bless anybody's heart for doing the foster care program. But let's think for a second. Where do most of the foster kids come from? Now, I'm not saying statistically, most of your foster kids are going to come from lower income neighborhoods. And typically Democratic. Because I'll tell you, every single foster kid that I've run across is, you mentioned Donald Trump, and they're like, Obama, Obama, Obama. There's no 5-year-old or 6-year-old in this world that has a political opinion. That's conditioning by parents. So here's the problem. The child enters foster care. The child is pre-adoptive. The child needs, hey, this parent screwed up. They're probably going to need a home. So they're pre-adoptive. So here, take this child. Open your house up. Open your life up. Open your family's life up. Open your wallet up. Open your bedrooms up. Open your car. Open your time. Your free time is now gone. We dedicate our life to this, to these children, your children, the ones you can't even take care of right now. So you're talking about who's against abortion, who wants to adopt? No? What? Are you freaking kidding me? I do. I know a lot of people that do. So don't give me this crap about who's against abortion, who wants to adopt, no one's raising their hand. Bullshit. Come on. I mean, these kids, and the problem with foster kids is people think they're tainted. They don't want a tainted child. Why do they think that? Well, let's see. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Just behavioral problems. Psychological problems. Physical problems. They've been ignored. They've been spoiled. They've been beat. They've been abused. They've been neglected. I mean, you name it. And these are the kids that you abused, ignored, and spoiled, and neglected. We're taking care of your kids right now. But here's the problem. We can't adopt them. It's very hard to adopt. You want to know why? The main purpose of foster care and everything is reunification. What does that mean? Reunification. That means put the child back with the parent, put the child with a family member. Statistics say 51% of all the children are reunited with some type of biological family member, whether it be a direct mother or father, or brother or sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, somebody. 51%. What happens to the other 51%? They get adopted, they fall out of the system, they get lost, they age out, which means they turn 18, and they go off. Statistics aren't very good for kids in foster care. They're not very good at all, especially the ones that age out. There's a high probability that they could end up in jail, on drugs, dead. It's conditioning from the family. Now, I'm not saying that it happens, and I'm not saying every family's bad. Not by any means. And this isn't just the lower class. This comes from the middle and upper class too. Kids get ripped out of homes all over the place. But I think before liberals, the left, the Democrats, start bashing the people against abortion about who's going to adopt all the extra kids, think about the kids that are there right now. Think about the kids that don't spend the holidays with their family. Think about the kids that are confused, that they don't know where they're going to be tomorrow. Think about the kid that's been moved 5 times in a year. Think about the kid that thinks that if they do anything wrong, they're going to be drug out of the house by the social worker. They're going to show up. Every time that social worker comes to the door, the kid runs for the corner, because they know they may be going somewhere else. So, again, which goes back to my whole family values thing. Guys, kids are watching you. They're watching every single move you make, believe it or not. I sit here and have discussions with my foster kids without, revealing too much. And it's amazing what they tell me. It is really amazing. They love to talk. And there's some great stuff about great times with their families. There's also some pretty bad stuff. And it's not necessarily just the families. It's the other foster homes. It could have been a transition. It could have been a school. It could be anything. But again, I wasn't here to bash abortion. I wasn't here to discuss the right or wrong or the legalities of it or the moral ethics of it. I'm here to discuss that one little meme and that comment that I've seen numerous times by liberal friends of mine, people that I care about and I respect. whom we can have a discussion with and still not defriend and block each other on Facebook, like which happens quite a bit. I don't know. I mean, these kids in foster care, if you're worried about who wants to adopt your child because you can't have an abortion, your values are screwed up. It's called birth control, abstinence. Keep your clothes on. Don't go to that stupid women's march which hypocrites. You gotta have a vagina to be a woman. Wait a minute. I thought liberals, you could be a woman if you didn't have a vagina. That's just a whole other story. I mean, I could go on for hours for that. But before you start worrying about who's going to adopt the children, let's worry about not having the children first. If you can't take care of the kids you have, don't worry about who's going to adopt the kids you haven't had yet. You know? It's amazing. And if you want to be a foster parent, contact me. Message me. Email me. Find me. I'll help you. I'll teach you. I'll be there for you. I'll support you. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Christmas, holidays, you name it. Because that's what we do. We dedicated our life to this. And I know a lot of my friends have done the same. And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of my family for stepping up. But, that's, I don't know. That's about all I got on this. Just again, before you bitch about who wants to adopt the kids because you're pro-life, worry about the kids you got. Okay? All right. That's all I got for tonight. It was kind of a quick one. But, thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And if you have kids, take care of them. And remember, they listen to everything. I'm Dave Fricke, frickyville.com. We got a new show coming out every Tuesday and Saturday night at 8 o'clock Central Time. It'll last about an hour, but feel free to tune in there. I'm going to try to move everything over to facebook.com/frickyville, or you can go to frickyville.com. Those of you that know me for a while, Frickyville kind of has history, and we're trying to make a good thing out of it. So take care, everyone. Hug your kids. Have a great night.